welcome back to The Unspoken Opinion. I'm Kristen.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Simmy.
I'm Lena.
And today we're talking about online dating.
Alright, so did y'all know that 44% of online dating relationships lead to a successful long-term relationship?
Come through statistics.
Just one.
No.
But I honestly didn't think that people took them that seriously enough to last that long. So that was pretty good to know that you kind of have a 50-50 chance of like it actually lasting. And did y'all know, half of a statistic, that the best websites are Match and OkCupid?
So the ones you gotta pay for.
Yeah, is what it seems.
You pay for what you get.
As the saying goes, seriously, I've never been on OkCupid. I really don't know what everyone has a little thing they do, like Tinder, you swipe, and all the ones, like, pretty much you put a profile up. Have y'all been on OkCupid or no?
Mm-mm.
I haven't been on there. Anyways, have y'all done online dating? Have y'all been in a relationship?
I mean, I've been in a relationship, but I've done the apps and stuff.
Which app?
Oh,
are you?
a
Okay,
few of them.
if you're currently on them, never mind.
I mean, I don't care about that. It's a list of them. It's not just one.
I guess I was just wondering, like, which one was, like, successful or worth it?
In my opinion, Plenty of Fish is the trash one. So
Man.
you gotta dig through a lot of trash to find a gem in that one.
Man.
And by a lot, I mean a lot. I think my favorite one, or one of my favorite ones, would probably be Hinge or Coffee Meets Bagel.
I've never heard of these.
I've heard of Hinge, but not the coffee one.
Coffee Meets Bagel sounds like a pastry shop.
It kind of does.
Oh.
Or something super sophisticated. Like, you know
So
what I mean?
you'll find your sweetie. What? See what they did there?
Oh my goodness.
You silly.
Tagline.
Have you tried any, Kristen?
Oh, and Bumble. Sorry.
Oh, I've heard of, okay, we'll come back. Yeah.
Does Instagram count?
I mean, now that Facebook
think
has their own
Facebook has
dating, like,
dating,
I
so-
mean, it's the same thing.
Facebook has dating?
Anywhere
Yeah.
you can slide in DM counts.
Right.
True.
Slick.
True.
Twitter.
But sometimes people slide
People
in, like,
be finding
hey,
their
Instagram.
mates on Twitter and stuff. I saw like a thread where
Really?
somebody like she shot a shot with a guy on Twitter and they got married like 2 years later.
How?
Those
You
stories
can't
are so
see
cute.
them. It is cute, but you cannot see them on Twitter. You see one picture, and then you
He
just go off
tweeted
what
about
they said.
something and she like responded and she was like, I mean, you can come and blah 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 with me or whatever. And then next day you know they
I
got
just
married.
feel like that one would be the one that I would be least likely to meet somebody off of, because
I mean, it's the same concept though.
I feel like that's where it could start, and then you could see
Meet
them in
up
other
or- yeah.
platforms.
I mean, I'm
or
sure
see
that's
them
like
in
1 in a
person.
million. I'm sure.
Yeah,
There's
right.
Other people that shot their shot on Twitter and
And-
it didn't
Anywhere.
so
Anywhere. Yeah, I agree. I've tried Plenty of Fish, and when I'm say digging through your cousin's best friend that you like, no, it's terrible. But I have like Match, but you have to pay for those, like it said. So I don't know.
Like a monthly membership, or every swipe you gotta pay.
Ooh.
No,
Monthly
no,
membership.
yeah, it's like monthly.
How much is it?
I don't remember. It's like a group, like 6 months, 3 months, like $100, 6 months, 3 months,
they
something like that.
scheme.
I really think so too, but I will say the quality has been better.
because the people that are paying are serious.
I think so. I feel like if you're
That
paying
makes
and you
sense.
have like something to lose and nobody wants to just throw their money away, well, there's always gonna be that person on there. There's just, anyways. So do y'all have any like crazy stories or anything, any recommendations for somebody who's considering online dating? Like, why did y'all do it? Would y'all recommend it to somebody else? Or Instagram dating or Twitter? No? Is that
No, you do yours first.
Mine wasn't intentional. It was an accident. Like,
The-
I was just on Twitter. I mean,
sliding in DMs?
Instagram?
Instagram. And, yeah, somebody slid my DMs.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
give us like an overview of how it went.
Oh, well,
I mean, I was like,
we texted for a little while, and then we met up. And then we texted some more, and then we met up again.
okay. And what, like, broke it off, or why didn't it work? I mean, if you don't mind sharing, if this is a viewer, like, we don't have to go there, like.
I mean, he was cool. I don't think he's for me. But
So it wasn't necessarily the
It
DMs
wasn't
and the
the-
Instagram that ended it. It was just
Personality
Okay.
conflict,
yeah,
or
it
whatever.
just didn't matter.
Oh,
So
okay.
it wasn't crazy or nothing. So
No.
it was cool.
I feel like it's the same concept. Like, you have opportunity to reach out to somebody, link up with somebody, just because it's on Instagram, and you're available to so many people.
So you'd be open to online dating?
I don't know.
You said that's the same thing, so.
I think the,
But the
the
fact-
difference though is like with online dating, you're going there with the intention for
Yeah.
that. So I
Not necessarily.
Yes,
You're going with the intention for something more than to scroll through pictures.
true. Well,
Well, I guess you could. I don't know.
I had some guy say all up in my inbox, oh, you know, your profile looks nice, but do you mind coming to support my car wash business? Like, why are you on this website if you're trying to get advertisement for your car washing business? Like, that's not what my profile says.
small businesses matter.
I mean,
Support your local businesses.
so not everybody's on there for, I don't know.
I
I'm
guess
so
it's free
frustrated.
advertising.
It was. He had pictures. I mean, the cars look good. The detail looked good and all that,
Give
but
me some ideas.
stop.
What you have
Don't.
Profile looks good. No, I am a personal trainer. So.
See, you got only workout pictures of yourself.
I mean,
would you like
Bumble
me to
has the
try?
option if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for friends, you select that particular one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cause that would be cool to meet some other people, like in the area.
Like before you even set up a profile, it's like, are you here for
Oh.
relationships? Or are you here for friendships? And then you select whichever one, and then it takes you to
I didn't know
update
that.
to do your profile.
There's so many.
There are a lot.
There's a lot.
Like,
There are a lot of them out
I
there.
did that before. I was working like third shift, so you know most of your friends don't work third shift typically. This is an odd group of friends because 3 of us work third shift. But
Yeah.
usually you don't have friends that are up at the same time you are. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do this dating app and then like click on the friends part because I did the Bumble one, just like for conversation and then also a gym partner. So I'll put that in my bio. But obviously people want more than conversation and a gym partner, so I let it go.
Yeah. I mean, I like them, but that they could be a waste of time. Like if you don't know what the person stands for, if they're even themselves.
I'm very picky when I'm on online dating. Like if I decide that it's gonna go off the dating app, then you have to be like top notch. I judge people very harshly on the online dating apps. Not even
I feel like you should though, because you're putting out there what exactly you want and what they want. And I mean, if you're not this, then why are we meeting up? And I have to know that I can trust you meeting in
Well,
person.
So for me, what I
You know,
a lot
it's
of times
crazy.
what I do is not every
Like, how do you
single
filter
time.
them out? I guess.
Every single time, not every single time, but what I typically do is we're on the dating app and we're messaging back and forth. Then I'll just send them like my Instagram page, so then we can DM through Instagram, and you can see my page, I can see your page, and then if I feel like you're not crazy, because I don't care who follows me on Instagram, like you can follow me, don't mean I gotta follow you back, so you can do whatever you want to. I can block you or whatever, so that doesn't matter to me if you follow me or not. So I'll give you my Instagram page. I don't really care. We'll DM through there for a while, and then if I feel like I feel comfortable enough to actually give you my number, then from there. But you got to go through the steps first.
Oh, I'm a little different. So I message on the website for like a couple weeks, and then or longer. It just depends. And then I'm okay with giving somebody my number, but I also don't have a number that's for this area anyway, and I can always block you. So it's like it's not like you could be like, oh, she lives in Nashville. It's not even a Nashville number. So to me, it's like, I'm not really losing anything. But then from there, if they like seem weird, awkward, you can just block them. But granted, they still have your phone number, so it's probably better for Instagram. But I feel like you see my personal pictures on there. I might not want you to see my pictures. I can block you on it.
If
on
you
a
see that I'm there,
phone.
then that means I want everybody to see it.
Yeah.
So
True.
I don't care.
Nah, I'm a little different on mine. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But I'm okay with giving phone number. Now, meeting in person, now that takes longer. Because I haven't met with everybody that I've talked to. I've talked to 4 or 5 guys. No.
I
Some of
honestly
them-
have not. The people that I actually take it further, they're the people that I would want to date. If you get my
Yeah.
number, it's because I actually would want to go on a date with you. So, if you make it that far, because to be honest, not many make it that far.
So how many?
It is. It's literally tryouts.
So how many people do you talk to at one time on a dating app? Like,
Good
A lot.
question. Oh, a
Like
lot.
it's so for me in my mind, it's like I'm say it's like 30 people that I see on the app. I might select 15 of those people that I'm like, okay, your pictures actually look worth something.
Yeah.
And your
Seriously.
profile actually looks worth something. So out of those 15 people, I'll send them a like. Out of those 15 people, 10 are probably
Yeah.
match with me or message me. Out of those 10, after a conversation for a day, probably only gonna stick with about 7. 7 of those people I'm gonna continue to talk to past that day.
Okay, player. That'll work the
5
field.
might get the Instagram.
Okay.
After those 5, probably only about 2 gonna get the text message. After those 2,
Not Jackie got it
one's gonna
figured
have
out though.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jackie's way
So
better
Not
than I
scientifically
am.
proven, but that's how it works.
So how
for
long
me.
does that take?
Yeah, the whole
I would say
yeah.
probably about 6 weeks.
Oh, she's invested. I can't do it because seriously, you gotta
But if
keep up
you
with
think
the
about it,
people.
like all the people drop off. By the
True.
end of it, I'm only talking to like 2 people.
True. I just sliced through that
Because
way faster.
I mean, obviously, I'm just throwing out numbers.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
the same
yeah.
numbers. But what I'm saying is like half of those people aren't going to respond back to me either.
True.
So they're going to drop off even quicker. I mean, really, it's probably only going to be like by the time I give out give my number out to somebody, it's probably going to be literally maybe 1 person.
I sliced through them faster than that. Like it might be the 30, like you
Like,
said.
but
then
if you
it's
think about that, 1 person has made it through.
through all
It's
right.
that 1 person. I'm not talking to all 30 of them the whole 6 weeks.
It's like March Madness.
It's madness for sure.
I can't keep up with people. People want you to remember the fact that they told you they have siblings and all that. I forget little. So to me, I'm not able to remember that for several people. So I stick to like 2 or 3.
I'm
And
messing around
then-
and put 1 person with this sibling.
Right, and
one
I
story
don't
with
want to
each
slip
person.
and say, even though we all know it's open dating on there, that people know you're talking to more than 1 person.
Yeah,
I just don't want to offend anybody, or I wouldn't want to know that you got 7, 8 girls that you're talking to,
I would assume.
and I'm gonna assume, but still, like, at what point are you gonna start like focusing in on
When
and
you
not
go on a
wasting
date.
my time?
So when you
I
go
see-
on a date,
I think you should happen
do
before
you
then.
still talk to other people on the dating app? When that
Mm-hmm.
person got to your phone number and y'all set up a physical
I
date
guess I'm a little-
in person, y'all on y'all date, are you done with the app? Well, not done.
Not done, but, like-
Close it for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really paying. By the time I'm texting somebody, I'm not really on the app anymore. Like I'm probably not. It might still be up on my phone, but I haven't.
But you
I haven't
haven't
deleted
on
it,
it.
but I'm not on it at that point.
Got it on
See,
the
I do that before then.
Yeah.
Like before going on a date with them, just like making sure that I'm actually know who I'm about to meet up with. So I'm like focused more on them and talking to mainly only them, not all these other people, because I want to know that when I meet up with you, there ain't no hidden nothing that I didn't know because I was talking to 2, 3 other people and I missed this red flag. I just try to be safe and then go from there.
I mean,
But it's
plus the
kinda-
date is typically going to be either during the day or
Yeah,
it's going to be
it-
an
yes,
extremely
it
public
is.
place.
Yeah, it's
Because
extremely
even though you
public.
have my number, you still might be hiding something.
Right. Know what you said. What you said. So what have you done like when you go on a date, like as precautions?
I've texted people.
Same.
Like,
Same.
this is where I'm at. This is who I'm with. Send
Same.
me pictures.
Same.
Of
I
the
haven't done
person.
that. I
But
just
so you
go-
feel good about it and
I just go
keep
during
yourself
the
safe.
day and it's in a public place.
Have you took a picture of the license plate of the car?
oh, I didn't think about
I
that.
don't go with them in their car.
No,
Oh,
but
yeah,
no,
I'm
but when they
I'm
meet
saying,
up,
Oh.
I never
No,
thought
I
about
haven't.
that.
I
No,
never thought about that because I don't park near them.
I
So,
try
for
not
me
to.
get
I try
kidnapped,
not
I'd
to
have
let.
to follow them to their car, and I'm not doing that.
I try not to let them see what I'm driving, just because they can get your license plate.
Yeah.
Like I try not to.
I don't know. I've just never had bad experiences like that, so I'm not really concerned.
No,
about
it's not from a bad
'Cause it's
experience. It's just I don't
extremely
want a bad
picky.
experience to happen.
I have
Is you-
personally, all the guys that have made it past the app are people that are genuine. So I've never felt the need to do any of that.
I'm just overly cautious because
I
you
don't
never
know.
know. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Nothing bad has happened to me where I've had a guy follow me, stalk me, or even blow my phone up after we stop talking. But I just want to be overly cautious because you don't know these people.
Even when you think you know, you.
But I
sometimes
know
don't.
y'all and we know each other, but we don't know. We don't know
could be
Bill.
random.
It could be a Joe off of you, you know?
Right.
I mean,
Sure.
you really don't.
seriously, you really don't know. But what I will say is you have to be cautious on these apps because, like you said, the person looks and like they fit the bill and all that stuff. So I was talking to this one guy in the area, and he handsome, looked better than his picture, like Tay Diggs type of dude. Like when I say he was cute. So talked to him, went out a couple times to Public Place, Top Golf, and somewhere else, and then a festival. Very public places. So why did I just get an email that said, hey, so-and-so has been cited for fraudulent activity on the website and their account is being deleted? And I was like, I dodged a bullet. Because he looked so
Put together.
put together. and so perfect, not perfect, but he looked
I
normal.
only see Apple's face.
Oh. I was wondering why he was like looking like that. He looked so normal, had a regular job, seemed normal. His car nothing was out of place, but at a certain point he was like, hey, I met somebody else on the website, and I was like, cool, I'm not gonna feel any type of way about it. That's what it's all about. Meet whoever you click with. But when I got that email, I was like, so what could he have been trying to do with me that I didn't know about? Like, as far as getting me to feel more comfortable with him. He never asked to come over or anything like that. By the way, I don't think you should ever invite a guy online to your house.
I hope people are doing that. Please
People
don't.
are doing that.
People do that. And I have never, but that's not, I mean, because what if I would have invited him over here? He'd steal I don't know what happened. I guess he took somebody's credit card information or got some form of their identity or something, but I just thought that was crazy that the website had to alert whoever he had been talking to. And he looks can be deceiving. You could think that they're perfect, and they're
No,
not.
I don't think none of them are perfect.
Not
But
perfect, but like, you know, worth going out with and worth meeting up with, and they're normal, and they're not.
You just really never know.
You never know. So I don't know. I'm cautious, and I always tell a guy friend when I'm going, because that way if something happens, you in the area, you nearby, you can come get me. But then I feel like I should tell my parents too. Like, do y'all's parents know that y'all met people?
No.
Really?
I don't know if she has or not. That's not really.
I'm just.
I don't feel like telling my mom about.
Every
I'm
little
pretty-
step. I mean, I'll tell them when I like officially start dating somebody, but all the little steps up
Yeah,
until
I'm not
that.
Huh.
Mhm.
Okay. I guess
No.
I've just been more open, like, cause y'all have so many.
It's not that
So
I
many
don't.
funny stories. I guess that's why I've like been like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm
It's not
doing
that I
this.
don't feel like I couldn't. It's just
I don't feel the need.
yeah.
Hmm.
For what?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna talk to this person for like a month, and then they're gonna be out of my life for forever. But my parents are
oh
probably.
no,
not
no.
asking me
Okay, I
that.
see what you're
Man,
saying.
right?
I see what you're. I see what y'all
Oh.
saying. So not in that sense. Whenever I have, huh?
I said that's the most annoying question ever when your parents ask what happened to so and so.
Okay, let me rephrase that. So I let them know when something funny happens or something like unbelievable happens.
I mean,
Me and my dad just have
sharing
that
life
kind of.
stories or something like that.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
sorry,
understand
let me
that.
rephrase it. It's not like, oh hey, I'm dating Scotty and like we're a thing now. No, it's more like, hey, just so you know, guess what happened last time I went on this, or guess what happened? Somebody tried to talk to me. For instance, okay, when you're online dating people.
Somebody has turned that hat backwards.
When you're online dating, do y'all put an age range on there? Like
Oh,
say
yeah.
an age range, an area range, like you have to live within so many miles, you have to make sure
I
you
told
believe
I'm
this.
extremely picky. It's
Okay,
age range,
I'm
there's
the same.
Ethnicity.
I'm the same way as far as like age range and things. So anyways, I go on there, my age range is 39. Why is somebody who is well I'm also in my 30s. Don't
You're not
listen
that
to
much older than us.
So the age range is 39. Why is this grown butt man messaging me? He's 47, and I'm like,
How you know he's 47?
because it says on the profile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says right.
47.
And I'm like, just messaging back and forth, like, hey, like, I thought I had this age range on there. I guess it's not showing because I keep getting all kinds of ages on there. I get 21. I'm like, you are too young. You're old enough to be my child. No. No. Don't get me started on Plink. Don't get me started on Plink. We have so anyway. So, he's on there, and I'm like, you know what? He's like, I think I want to FaceTime you, and I'm like, okay. Let me back up. He sounded decent. The age was kind of high. He sounded decent. So I'm like, whatever. We're talking back and forth a couple times. He's like, I want to FaceTime. I was like, okay, we'll FaceTime. So we go through the Instagram. You know how you can do the video or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Have you used that? So we do that, and we're on the video, and you can see me, but you can't see him. So I'm like, you want to see me, but I can't see you. He's like, yeah. I was like, do you mind turning on your light? He's like, oh yeah, you have to excuse me. The fact that I have a hole in my air mattress. You have to excuse it. What was the age range I told you that he was?
You said
47. Why the heck you sleeping on an air mattress and it got a hole
He's
in
sleeping
it?
on the floor. If it has a hole in it.
Right.
Come correct. If you're going to be on the online dating websites, have your stuff together. I didn't ask for this information. He didn't have to volunteer. He could have got up and went and sat on the couch if he had a couch. I don't know.
But he was sitting on his air couch.
All I'm saying is, you want to like me to take you.
Sitting on the floor.
You have to excuse the hole in my air mattress. I'm like,
Why wasn't the light on? I'm throwing off.
Right.
Why you even agree to this video, first of all?
For this 47-year-old man.
Do you know how to work the video?
yeah. So
That's
okay,
He got his grandkids to
he
do
did.
Let me
done. Don't ask. Don't
Hey, you
ask.
can Hey, can
He
you
said
FaceTime him during this episode?
he sounded. I
Can
don't
we ask
have
him?
his
Can we
number.
interview him?
Excuse me, sir.
I don't have his
Sir,
number.
can you show
Sir.
us the air mattress with the hole in it?
I feel
Exhibit
like
A.
even though the person might sound decent, they might be a little out of your range. They still know how they life together. Can they at least have their life together? I don't ask for much.
Big enough for it to be noticeable on the video, though.
It wasn't big enough, so I don't know why.
This big.
I'm over it. I'm so over it.
Oh,
Are you-
my
what's
God.
that?
Air mattress. Like the air mattress.
It's just some of the stuff that
So you
I.
on the
He's talking
ground.
about blanket. It's a blanket.
And then just more stories.
Tell me another one. 'Cause
That one.
So I feel like you need to communicate your interest when you're talking to these people because they don't understand what you like to do. I like to run. I like to get out and walk paths and trails, and I feel like that's a good date. If it's like a Saturday, there's a lot of people out there. Granted, we're not gonna go hiking in the woods. I'm not gonna come up missing on no 60 minutes, but we'll go on the trail and we'll walk or whatever. So this guy, he sounded nice. We were messaging. We had started hanging out 2-3 times. He's like, "What are you doing today?" "Oh, I'm about to go for a run. But if you want to come, like, I'll walk and we can walk together." I was like, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Yes, ma'am.
How long have y'all been talking on this app?
Oh, I don't remember. This is a long story. I'm bringing stories from just stories.
No, I mean you invited him to run with you. How long have y'all been talking before that?
I don't even remember. This is back in my Plenty of Fish days.
I mean,
This
like
is
was
like
it a long
2
time, a
months,
short time?
2 weeks.
I don't know. I normally do a couple months before I meet up with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just-
No, and it was I make sure it's during the day and not like tell a couple friends where I'm going, where I'm gonna be, and all that good stuff. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do a light little jog. I didn't have much I wanted to do, but we can walk. I said I'm okay with walking. He was like, "No, I feel like I want to run today." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like I'm gonna do a nice little like half a mile jog. That's it." He's like, "Okay, cool." We get out there, we're stretching, all that, and then we get ready to start running. Nice jog. Nice jog. This guy takes off full speed down the trail, just gone. And I'm just sitting there like,
Oh, I do remember this.
I'm gonna catch up, I'm gonna keep up. So I'm keeping up with him, and I'm like, I'm only doing half a mile. I'm yelling at him. I'm like, we only gonna do a half mile, right? He's like, oh yeah, okay. The half mile comes and goes, and we still like trucking it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop running. He's like, oh okay. The cue is to like stop running with me, kind of run at my pace. As a guy, you're supposed to keep up with the girl. So I stop and I start walking. I'm like, I'm gonna start walking. Like I'm gonna head back now. He's like, oh okay. He still takes off, gone.
Where's he going?
And so I'm like,
Is he special needs?
Please stop.
I invited him to like run with me. I could have ran by myself.
Where is he
if this was the
going?
case.
Is my question.
Oh,
He's really gone. He's
You
really
had an
gone.
appointment.
So,
He wants to make it their own time.
so I walk back to my car and I'm like, I don't know where I went wrong in saying we were gonna run together. I thought we were supposed to stay together.
Why would he meet up then?
Why did you ask me what I was doing if you didn't want to do it with me? I'm sick of y'all. And then later he sends me a picture of his Nike app and how fast he ran. He says that was a good workout.
I don't know because you let me.
Did you get it when you were like back at home? Like, had you
After she
left
showered and
already?
taken a nap.
Once a
Anyway, so have you had any problems with somebody posting a picture or seeing a picture that somebody sends you and it's not them right now, or they didn't properly? They didn't properly.
I don't know what you do on these
Describe
apps, but I don't have
how
any
they
of these
work.
experiences. Like,
Put this one to sleep.
I don't know what it is that's going on over there.
Okay.
My experiences have always been really good. I mean, all the guys have been really great guys. We've had really good conversations. We've gone on dates. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there. I really don't. The guys, like I said, the guys that have made it past the app have all been really genuine, really, really good guys. They're going to be great guys for other women.
Yeah.
They're just not for me.
I
don't know what to
I
tell
will
you.
say their hearts seemed like they were good. They just kind of something was off.
There was the only guy. It was like really weird. Like we matched, and then he immediately was like, "Let's go out tonight." And I was like,
No.
"Dude, I don't know you." And he was like, "You not being real." But I was like, "I don't know you."
Right.
That's a red flag. I feel like.
He was red.
Oh, that did
That is a
go
little-
where. But other
Right.
than that, I mean, I've never had a bad experience.
I
They've
think
all been really
look
cool
at guys
guys.
in Murfreesboro. I mean, I don't know.
My mindset is
I
if
get what
I'm
you're
on
saying.
the apps, if I find somebody on the dating app, you need to be like 11 out of 10.
I
If
see
I'm
what you're
meeting
saying.
you
If you're
on
gonna
the
waste
apps.
time and
Yeah.
go through all, it's
Because
a
you have to
lot
go
of work.
through all
It's a
these
lot
crap,
of work.
all this crap to find like one gem on the dating apps.
It is.
So you gotta be 11 out of 10. So
It is.
I do a lot of
work,
less
for sure.
before I do it right. It's probably like 1 out of 30.
It's a lot of work.
It's crazy out there. Crazy out here. But I get on the apps simply because I don't get out a lot. Like I
That's-
work and I go home.
And I was gonna ask y'all,
I
like,
go
what
home.
would make you even online date or
And then like
what makes people?
I mean, I go to church, but it's mostly single women in my church. It's like the few guys that are my age that aren't in a relationship or married, or that aren't married that are my age are in relationships.
Oh, gotcha.
So can't meet anybody there.
Right. Same here. Same here.
All of
That's
my
why I'm on.
friends don't know single guys. All of my guy friends apparently don't know any guys because they're like, well, I don't know anybody I would meet you up with. I'm like, what's the point of a guy friend if y'all ain't got no guys to set me up with? I don't understand how that works.
True.
I'm getting no
Or
benefits
maybe-
from this.
Maybe they know that the guys that are in their life, they wouldn't waste time setting up with you.
Because
That's
they would
very
waste your
true.
time.
That's
Yeah.
'Cause I've
very
had
true,
that
but
talk
I feel
to
like
me.
I have a lot of guy friends and y'all don't have one.
No, maybe their friends are no good,
Then why
and
do
so they
I
don't want to
friends?
waste your time.
I
'Cause they
think
know how.
also some people don't like to be involved. Like I know some guys really don't want to be involved with setting you like
And that's
their
fair
girlfriends
too.
up with
But
another guy.
I've had a guy friend that's like, look, if you want to do this, here's his number. If not, but either way, keep me out of it. And I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty fair and respectable. Like I just won't be like, hey, guess what your friend did, even though you gave me his number. So I mean, I think as long as
And I'm just kidding, friends. I'm
Still
just
trying to set
saying.
me up.
I'm just saying, but no. And then like,
I
I have a friend now that keeps saying that she's gonna set me up with one of her friends that she thinks I would be a good match with. That was like 2 months ago. So I'm like,
she's getting around
so
to
I
it.
really don't have any
It's
other
easy.
options but to be on online dating. Because
Yeah.
I'm clearly, because they always say, well, you'll meet somebody through the folks you hang out with.
No,
But I'm not.
no.
So
No.
I go to church. There's nobody there. I hang out with my friends. None of them know people or don't think anybody would be a good match for me. Family, friends, they don't know anybody. All the places I go to, all the events I go to are typically like coupled up people
Yeah, they
or
are,
whatever. My sorority, same thing. Like a lot of them are single, so they don't really,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
know a lot of people. And the ones that are married, they're like married.
Married, gotcha.
So their friends are also married.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what else to do out here.
I think it's really become the norm. I don't think it's as far-fetched of an idea as it used to be a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So many people, every time I bring it up to somebody like, hey, I'm online dating, they're like, oh, me too. I'm like, you? Like, it's people that you would never think would online date, seriously. So it really is becoming the norm. And I think if you don't get out to the bar, I personally, nothing against it, would not want to meet anybody who could be possibly inebriated. Like, I kind of want to meet you in a sober state. So I would want to meet you out at a festival, run into you at the store, but at an
That's
event, a
it,
church
but I mean,
event.
even at the
But
store.
still, like, I guess I have a
How
look
long
like,
am I
don't
supposed
bother
to
me.
go?
I don't know. Maybe I'm on a mission when I'm in the store.
A lot of
don't know.
times if I'm at the grocery store, I'm on a mission. 'cause
So
I'm
maybe
out
I'm not approachable looking. I don't know, but
Oh.
I feel like it's the best way to. This is who I am. This is what I look like. If you're interested, let me know. I mean, I like it. I'm
But
going to continue to do
honestly,
it.
I get a lot of guys that likes or comments on me that I'm not gonna match back with. They just see the pictures and they're like, ooh, she cute.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, a lot of them are
It's-
not up to standard
no.
up front. A lot of them pour too much of their heart out into their
And
profile.
you can tell. Look, you can tell. I can tell at this point if it's gonna be somebody that's worth my time. Like you have the certain profiles of the guys that, like for example, on Hinge,
Mhm.
you have to answer 3 questions.
Oh, that's all.
And so
Are they random or same questions for everybody?
It's like a set of questions, but
Okay.
you can pick whichever 3. But you have to answer 3 in order for your profile to be
Like
uploaded.
security questions.
Kind of, yeah. But based on their answers, it kind of tells more about your personality.
Okay.
So, for example, one of the questions is like, "What's your top love languages?
Mm.
What's like what does your typical Sunday look like? Or what do you look for in a relationship?" Something like that.
Mhm.
You can always tell the overly emotional guys that are going to do the most, like the guy said that wanted to hang out literally 2 hours after we
Right.
matched. Their profiles are always like, I'm looking for a girl that has honest communication and physical touch and blah. Like it's like overly like
Too
these
much.
long paragraphs of like relationships. And I want a girl that's real. Don't come to me if you're not real and blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for honesty and truth, and I ain't looking for no fake women out here, and I'm a real man. And I'm like, whoa, I just got tired of reading all of that.
Right.
So those are skipped. Then you can also tell the ones that are just there to hook up with people, because they typically are the ones that don't have a shirt on.
Right. Yes.
They're the ones that have like two words for each question.
Yeah.
They don't put a lot of information in their profiles. And then if you happen to like them, they're immediately going to send the what you do in text or messages. So those are also swiped. So I filter through a lot. Because at this point, you can
kind of,
tell,
as you do it more,
yeah.
you can kind of see the pattern
or
of
you
people
can
that
even,
are on there.
honestly, I can even tell when some of them aren't like legit, because they have a lot of pictures that have filters on them. Or
yeah, they're too
I
perfect.
also don't do ones if they have pictures of other women in their pictures. I've seen that a lot, which is weird to me. I don't know why you're
yeah,
not
why
dating
would
apps with
you-
pictures
right.
with women.
Right.
I don't care if it's like your sister or not. Like, I don't know that. So
Right.
to me, it's like,
Right. I don't like
Okay.
that either.
so I'll look at that too. There's also people on there that don't put pictures of themselves. They put like memes. Don't know what that's about. So
I need to
those
see your
don't-
face,
I don't-
your body.
And
like,
if you only have
from
one
here
picture,
down.
if you only have one picture, I swipe on that too, because one picture don't
Right.
tell me anything.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So what does the ideal profile look like?
Ideal profile looks like you have at least
Jackie's
4
good.
pictures. 4.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I'll
Gives
say
you a
3 to
variety.
4.
Yeah.
Because different angles show
Mhm.
What's
like
the content of the pictures?
the content is
Different settings. I want to see you in different settings.
different settings. I do like to see outfits because
Mhm.
I don't know if
Can
I
they
said that on
dress?
here. Yeah, I'm big on like
Ugh.
can I take you out to certain places and know
Man,
that you're
what?
gonna dress according to the event. So I do like to see what you're wearing.
Okay.
I don't care to see pictures with no shirt on. I don't
Yeah.
care for that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you look nice. But I don't really care to see that. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna be able to tell what type of body shape you have just based on
Right.
your pictures. I don't want to see a bunch of filtered pictures. I don't care to see pictures with you with other people. I just don't like the ones when it's just you and one other girl. If you have a picture, if you have a really good picture of you with a couple of your friends, I don't mind those because I like to see like the type of people you hang out with. So I'm cool with that. The questions on your profile, they need to be answered in full, so more than 2 words. I need to see like a good sentence to make
Teacher
sure you
Jackie.
know
Right.
how to write
It's
sentences.
cracking me up.
And yeah, so that's a good profile. And I don't think that's that hard. Like 4 pictures that actually show like different things versus just like guys do not know how to take pictures. Like I know I'm not the best at taking pictures, but like it's literally like this. Like the camera.
They're so close.
It's like this, or it's
Yes.
like that where they like bite with the squint, like the light skin pose.
That's
That's,
what Reggie do all the time.
that's how all their pictures are, and I'm like,
If Reggie.
okay. So yeah, I filter it through a lot because if I see some mess, clearly you didn't put much effort into it. So why am I gonna put effort into you?
And I think it kind of goes back to taking it way back. It's like the MySpace days. If y'all old enough for that. I mean, in the beginning of Facebook, when we first got on there, where everybody's flashing money and fake grills and
Yeah.
drugs, like I don't want to see any of that.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
that's-
what money.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why is there a
Okay.
picture just like 420s? You got $80? Like, I mean,
Such a
okay,
random number.
okay. And like, you see like a bunch of ones under it. I mean,
Yeah, the pictures with money are
$87?
weird to me, and the pictures of
I'm trying to think.
I'm not judging, but pictures of your recreational habits in the picture.
Like,
We're in a state that's not legal,
Right. So I don't really want to be
I don't
involved.
really want that in there. Not judging. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying might not want to put that in your profile picture. Just throwing it out there.
I don't want to see you in your car if your car is dirty. Like, I see the car seat and then like
not the car seat.
Walmart and McDonald's cups and bags and things.
There's also
Um,
some where like they don't put any information because there's some dating apps where you can just put like your name, the state that you're in, and some pictures. And I've seen.
I need to know that you can write and
Yeah,
read
that's
and
what I'm
write.
saying. Like, because that app, like,
Please be able to
I'll look
read and
through your
write.
pictures, and if you don't have anything on your profile, then I don't know anything about you other than
Yeah.
your pictures.
I'm with you though.
So-
Like a nice, decent sized couple sentence paragraph.
I'm not talking about no page long paragraph. I'm
No,
not reading all that.
some guy had, and I had to respond. I had to for the sisters now. I had to. So he was on there. He was like, women constantly let me down.
Yes,
And I
this
don't
is the
understand.
over-emotional people.
I don't understand why nobody can see my good heart, and I just want to give you the world and look into your eyes and dream about you and hold you. And so I messaged him, and I was like, dude, you are really not bad looking, but you gotta cut out some of this because it's just too much. You poured your whole life into this whole post.
Going
and
back to the over-emotional.
I didn't even read
that
the
is
end
it.
of it. I didn't even read. I read the first paragraph and I was annoyed, so I had to message you. So you're probably not gonna get any hits because this is too much. You got me. I'm over here annoyed, and I'm not even interested. But I was just trying to give you some tips
Or,
for
like,
whoever is.
Or the creepy responses, like if I like them and they like me back and we match and they're like, hey, you look beautiful, I would love to take you out and spend all this money on you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
There's sugar daddy websites for that.
right.
Exactly.
They make sites for that.
Well, I wouldn't mind my
Exactly.
student loans being paid off. I joke about sugar daddies, but I don't know if I'd really go through that.
My last question. So, are you going to continue to online date? Do you think it's worth it?
Yeah.
I think so too. I think so.
Like I said, I've met really good guys on there. They're just not the guys for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have no reason to not do it. I mean, I think everybody should try it. I personally think everybody should try it at least once. You get some funny stories out of it, or
But not
you might
once.
find
You have
some
to
good
try
jokes out of
it for a one time period. Don't not just
Oh, not like
not
one
just
day.
one person
I
or
mean,
one day.
like-
A time period. Like
Yeah.
take a block, and you have to give it a couple months. Like Jackie said, the 30 down to 2. It takes a while. If you're really messaging somebody and asking them and getting to know them, it takes a while.
Yeah.
So I think
Especially for some, like recently there was this one guy, because I'm actually back on them now. I just got back on them like a week or two ago. And this one guy was like, I just wanted to let you know I actually am talking to somebody else that I met off this site, so I didn't want to waste your time. And I was like, wow. See,
That's- yeah.
Great guy. Coffee meets bagel. You find some really good guys in there.
I probably need to. Well, I'm currently dating someone on my dating site, so I think it's working. I think it's working. So let me ask y'all: do y'all think y'all would be up for trying it? Hearing some of the stories and
I'm taking. I'm taking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't feel like it's not worth my time, but I don't want to put that effort into it.
It is. It's
Not
work.
right now.
Yeah, it's work. That's for sure.
I'm more into meeting somebody organically. It's
I just can't. Where do we meet them?
I'm all for that too.
I would
but
love
I'm not
to,
meeting people
but I'm not
right now.
that's
meeting.
the thing is I'm cool with where I am right now.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I'm not in a rush to like meet anybody. If it happens, cool. But I'm not like actively searching for it.
Gotcha. I think it's worth it. Meet somebody, go on a few dates with, and see where it goes.
It's also been good for me because, like, I was never in a relationship in college. The last official, like, relationship I was in high school. So it's been, like, practice in a way for me. Not if any of the guys are watching, I'm not saying that I was practicing on you. Just saying, like, it was a good way for me to feel out, like, what type of guys am I interested in? Like, how to be on dates and
Yeah.
what I'm comfortable with and what I'm not comfortable with and what stuff am I okay with sharing at the beginning versus later and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So it was good practice for me. Now I feel more comfortable on first dates now. Because, I mean, the first time I went on a date, it had been years. And I was like, I don't even know.
Like what
Like,
questions are?
Yeah, I don't know what
First
to
date
ask.
type
I don't even know what I should wear. I don't know what to do. I ordered a burger on my first date. Never will make that mistake
No.
again. So, I mean, for me,
Messy.
it was just good, like, learning experience.
It's like messiness, I would think.
You need to see me at my worst.
I mean,
That's how I feel. Look.
So, you gonna order ribs on the first date? Too?
now ribs is different than a burger.
Yeah, ribs are really, really messy. I think it's worth it. It's worth being able to go out with somebody for a few times, like I'm currently doing. And if it doesn't work out, then we just go our separate ways. And I might have made a really good friend, or we just go our separate ways, but you don't really lose anything. And I feel like you gain more because up front, you put yourself up there versus having to slowly, where do you like to go? Do you go to church? Do you have a job? Like, all that's kind of up front, quote unquote, a little bit in the profile. You don't put everything all on the internet, but you kind of got a leg up, and it kind of saves time. I feel like.
How much time do you think it saves versus somebody coming up to you and being like, "Hey, I'm interested. These are the things about me," versus like reading.
Who does that when they come up to you?
Well, I'm
You
just
talking about as you meet them?
yeah.
I think
I'm
it,
not
I think
saying
it's
that's what it
I think it saves time because like on there most of the time like there's something about being a germaphobe. There's something about being a hard worker. I mean, something about me going to church and being very involved. So somebody who's atheist or doesn't care for church at all is automatically gonna not even respond to me, and that's fine. Or if I reach out to them, they're automatically gonna not respond back, and that's fine.
Sometimes I still do, which is why I have the filters on there.
Yeah, but at least I can like read their profile real quick and be like, oh, this is not gonna work. Or there are people that have certain ethnicity and cultural requirements. They want blonde hair this, or they want dark hair that, short hair, they want bigger, thicker. I mean, and I'm not that, and so it just, to me, it saves time.
So I guess I'm saying like versus someone having a conversation with you.
Because the conversation, you start from nothing. You're like literally, hey, I'm Lena. And they're like, hey, I'm Bob. Well, hey, Bob. I mean, I like your shirt. Oh, I like your shirt. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from here. But all that's on there. Well, I don't know about Hinge, but I'm assuming all these places, all these sites have
I don't know.
a starter. I don't know.
You better start asking people for their elevator speech.
People don't even know what that is anymore.
That's a tragedy.
When I'm at the grocery store, I'm really focused on what I'm in there to get. Otherwise, I'm going to end up spending way more money than I need to.
Man, I
So-
try not to get a basket, but that's never mind. I ain't got nothing to do
So,
with that.
it's for me, it doesn't save time because honestly, the guys end up asking me the questions that are in my profile, and I'm like, well, I said in my profile, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like,
Yeah, I've said that
Said
too.
that.
In my profile,
so it doesn't save time. It just opens up more people that I have an opportunity to meet
gotcha.
that I wouldn't meet otherwise. Because none of these people I've literally never seen in my life, but they all live in this area.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ain't that another right here?
Yeah.
You
Based
never
off
see 'em.
those numbers you said earlier, like start figurative numbers, like start off with 30, then the 15, what about that? You can meet those, you can have those 30, but that could take what, like an hour maybe on the app to find those 30? I don't know.
Or to just swipe
No,
through.
it's like real quick.
Yeah, you just like
Yeah.
are swiping and like reading real quick.
Versus in person,
Oh,
it'll
to
take you a
meet
while
30.
to meet 30
Yeah.
people that you actually want to talk to and figure
Yeah,
and
that's
like
true.
filter through. So I guess it gives you a bigger net.
It
Yeah.
does.
So Jackie's right. It helps you find more people for you.
Because for me, I always felt like this area, there wasn't a lot of guys that I would be interested in. Like, we just don't match up as far as, like, lifestyle
Mhm.
and, you know, expectations and stuff. But then on these apps, I've met legit really, really good guys on these apps. And so I'm like, oh, wow, there really are guys actually in this area that are good guys that I would actually, you know, want to be serious with. So for me, it's just like, okay, I can actually maybe potentially stay in this area.
No, seriously. I mean, I've told crazy stories, but I've also, majority of the guys are decent guys. They really
Yeah.
are. Maybe not for me, but
Yeah, like
they have good
just,
jobs.
We
and
just
they,
didn't,
yeah, we just
you know, it
didn't-
just didn't work out for us.
Mhm.
But it's just like, okay, so there really are guys. Like,
Yeah,
I just
it just
don't
reassures
see-
you.
Yeah,
It
But that's the
reassures you.
thing, you gotta think about it. So the people that you're meeting, the good people, they have jobs, they're maybe physically active, they have other things going on in the community, they're busy.
Oh,
They're
Exactly.
so
That's a
they're
good point
they're
too.
not out just hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
That's true
So
too.
Or just on
The
social
That's
app
why we're
is-
all on these apps.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
app is
Yeah.
convenient for productive people that have other things going
A
on.
lot of times they'll say that, and I ask like, "Hey, why are you on here?" Because I want to know. Are you just BSing at your work desk, or like, are you really having trouble meeting someone because you work so much, or you have so many obligations outside of here? And they will say it. They will say just that.
And you
So-
can always tell too, because the ones that aren't like serious or they don't really have a lot going on, they're gonna be the ones that are messaging you back
all the time,
all the time.
and always
But
when
the
they're
ones
like,
that are actually,
"Do you have a job?"
You
Like, where do you work?
Seriously, the ones that actually are busy like we are,
Yeah,
they I don't hear back from them
for
a minute,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
and I'm okay with that.
and they're like, oh, I was at work, or oh, blah. I was like, oh, okay,
I'm okay
like
with that.
they'll, yeah, like, and that doesn't bother me. For one, we're on these apps, so I'm not taking any of this seriously anyway, and
Yeah.
two, it does solidify the fact that like there are guys that are like-minded like me that are out there. So
Okay.
just be safe out there because
Yes.
people are crazy.
Always trust your gut. Always let a friend know when you're out with someone. You don't know these people. They don't know you. Just, let someone know where you are. Go.
So yeah, so let us know in the comments if you guys have any funny stories or your experiences with
And your
online
success
dating.
rate with it, for sure.
Your success rates on there as well. I think me and Lena, we've had some good ones. Lena's had some interesting stories. I have not. But yeah, so let us know what you think. Do you like online dating? Do you not? Are you open to trying it? Or maybe you're just more with meeting people organically? Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see y'all